of I don't know if there's really anything you can do, but if you look at LzHFantaSy, he has pylons spread out all over the map. I'm not sure how Fantasy is going to deal with killing all those off.
Yeah, kind of a blunder on LzHFantaSy's part there, though, with that battle inside of Fantasy's main. He actually lost a lot more gateway units than I thought he had to, and that could actually play a really big role because, like I mentioned, he doesn't have any Vikings out, but that is a healthy amount of bio in LzHFantaSy's base. So we'll have to see how this battle turns out here. Colossus are heading home. He's going to try to stop the damage. So much has been done already. And Fantasy still has a base up and running, Planetary Fortress. That is not going to be easy to break.
Certainly, and I think that's the big thing to note. And look at this, Fantasy building a starport behind this planetary. Gonna go ahead and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna get some Vikings, or throwing down a tech lab. Actually, Banshees would be a great move here because Banshees actually do more DPS. And hold on, Colossus almost caught out of position there by the Terran army.
Right, he definitely has some money to do whatever he wants if he can just get himself out of the supply block. He's got several supplies going down, so it's only going to be a matter of time. And yeah, Banshees would be a really good option, especially if he can knock out all of these Stalkers, which he is doing. He might just end the game right here.
All the Stalkers going to go down, just those Colossus can remain, and using that clip for some great micro, but I'm not sure if 3 Colossus are going to be able to take out this bio. Looks like the bio was stimmed enough to where it's not going to matter. This Colossus is going to stay alive. But Marauders coming out and a Banshee in production. Colossus not so good against Banshees. I'm not sure if you were aware of that.
I was aware of that actually, and LzHFantaSy is in a horrible position. He pretty much has no shot, I would say. Fantasy has turned his barracks all the way back home. Didn't even have to rebuild all of his tech labs, I believe. So he's going to be in a really good position with these Banshees coming out. Smart play. He's getting Cloak as well. I don't even know if LzHFantaSy has an Observer on the map. He does not.
But look at this. LzHFantaSy taking the gold. He has a ton of probes still left alive and a Nexus sitting in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, kind of curious placement on that. Colossus are poking in here, seeing if they can maybe just stop some SCVs from mining. He's got to do something to buy himself some time to get these probes mining from this gold.
He certainly does, and the probes, of course, are mining from the gold, going to allow that income to skyrocket. Let's take a look at that just for a moment. Looks like, LzHFantaSy actually in the lead for mineral income at this point. So many probes on that gold going to just skyrocket that income, and of course, Fantasy just mining off that one base, which is not a gold.
Yeah, and unfortunately, these Colossus are sitting ducks. There is a Banshee on the map. His cybernetic score is not even close to being done. He's just got to try to do as much damage as he can before these Colossus inevitably are going to die to this one Banshee.
And that must be a really depressing feeling, as LzHFantaSy to know that, what, I've got these Colossus, I just did a ton of damage, and I could kill off that planetary, but no, one Banshee gonna end it all for him.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Fantasy actually knows about this gold base. He still has 3 gateways up, so he can get some units out. I just feel like the production is definitely in favor, as well as the unit composition. And a Banshee does spot the base, and these Marauders are just going to clean up these Stalkers, and this should be a good game, I would imagine.
I would imagine as well. The secret base found, no Colossus left on the map, and it looks like leaving the game without a GG is LzHFantaSy. A little bit of BM there once again.
Well, you remember they were kind of having some words in the beginning of the game, so hey, Fantasy came out on top. Good game from both players. I think he handled the base trade very, very well.
I certainly agree. It looks like Fantasy, might have a a predisposition here for getting to base trades and getting himself out successfully.
Yeah, 2-0 on base trades that I've watched today.
Exciting play, great play to cast. Great play from both players though.
Yeah, LzHFantaSy, even in a losing effort, I really like this play. I don't want to say it's unconventional, but it is. We just don't see Warp Prisms use that often. They are very powerful. Everyone always complains about Terran drops, but Protoss drops are actually very, very good, and the ability to change it into phasing mode and warp whatever you want in is really cool. So I was very excited to see that play. I like seeing things that we don't see that often, and that was definitely something I don't see very often.
I certainly agree. And with that, we're going to go ahead and bounce out of this game. Again, this was Gwyn and Rohan's casting for you as part of our partnership with LZuruha Gaming.
Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy what we're doing. We're trying to grow, and we're definitely open for suggestions and even some friendly criticism. Obviously, if you guys are willing to do that, we would appreciate it. We'll probably have some Twitter feeds up available in the very near future where you guys can leave comments, that sort of thing, and maybe even some Facebook actions. So we'll have to see how that unfolds, and we will definitely keep you guys informed where you can get a hold of us.
Definitely, definitely. For now, of course, check us out at LZuruha.com, as our partnership with LZuruha Gaming, is our main focus at the moment.
Absolutely, really cool site. It's still a couple areas under construction, but they will be up and very cool in the near future.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and sign out.